Hi everyone, welcome back to your own YouTube channel Awasthi. In today's session, this short session, I'll be discussing the physics class 10th board paper. We'll be starting with the MCQ sessions, and by evening or maybe tomorrow morning we'll be coming up with the solution for the theory questions as well. So now, without wasting any time, let's get going. All right. So the very first question: clockwise movement produced by a force about a fulcrum is considered to be, see, anti-clockwise movement is taken as positive and clockwise movement is taken as negative. So the correct answer for this particular question is B, right? Let's second question: when the speed of a moving body is doubled, then its kinetic energy. See, the kinetic energy of a body is directly proportional to the square of the speed. So if you are doubling the speed, the kinetic energy will become 4 times, right? So the answer should be D. Now let's move on to the third question. The energy conversion in a washing machine is from, see, the washing machine works on electric current and the clothes are washed by moving them, right? So what actually happens, your electrical energy gets converted into mechanical energy. So the correct answer for part 3 is B. The fourth part: which of the following radiations suffer maximum deflection in magnetic field? Be it electric field or magnetic field, the deflection of beta particles or beta radiations is always the maximum. Now the next question, fifth part: speed of blue light in water is, it's very obvious, it is greater than the violet light, right? It is greater than the violet light. Simple application of refractive index, right? A concave lens produces only, see, in a concave lens you never get a real image. The image is always virtual and diminished. Is that very clear? The next part, seventh: when a body vibrates under a periodic force, the vibrations of the body are always, since the force is periodic, right? You are applying an external force, so it has to be a forced vibration indeed. Now for the next part, the eighth part: two notes are produced from two different musical instruments and it is given that they have same loudness and pitch. So we have got three basic characteristics: loudness and pitch are same, so these must differ in terms of waveform. The next part: when a current I flows through a wire of resistance R, they are asking you about the electrical energy. It is indeed I square RT. It's a very basic formula. Direct application, H is equal to I square RT. The next: choose the correct option, correct relation for EMF and terminal voltage. We have discussed this hundreds of times that when there is no load, right, the cell is not drawing current, तब उस पर जो voltage होता है, that is EMF. If the cell is under the working condition, the terminal voltage will always be less than the EMF. So C is the correct option here, right? The next part: if the strength of a current flowing through a wire is increased, the strength of the magnetic field produced by it, obviously it will increase, right? The strength of the magnetic field will increase. The magnetic field increases if you increase the current or you increase the number of turns. So B is the correct answer. Question number 12. Now a lot of students have got this wrong, so let me clarify. In the question they are asking is specific latent heat, they are not asking latent heat, right? So when you are talking about specific latent heat, you have to fix the mass. It is unit mass, either 1 gram or 1 kg. So it does not depends on mass, rather it depends on the material, right? C is the correct option. Different amount of heat is required to break the bonds. When there is a change in the state, then the internal bonds, the covalent bonds are broken, and that is when the kinetic energy changes, the potential energy changes, and there is a change in state. So for 12, the correct option is C. Please note it down. Right? The next one, question number 13. It's very easy. It was like specific heat capacity of a substance. Specific heat capacity is the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of unit mass of substance by unit degree centigrade, right? It's very obvious, it's B. 14. when a ray of light travels normal to the given surface. See, if a ray of light is incident normal, then the angle of incidence is 0, right? So angle of refraction, it has to be 0. Okay, don't get confused, it's not 90. Small air bubbles rising up a fish tank appear silvery when viewed from some particular angle. It's a direct application of total internal reflection. So this brings us to the end of this video, where we have quickly explained all the reasons along with the correct answers. We'll shortly be coming up with a full-fledged video where we'll be discussing the detailed solution of the entire chapter, of the entire paper. So stay connected, and if you have not subscribed the channel yet, do subscribe it. Let's be intelligently educated.